Hello, hello. Welcome to another Collector Fusion. Is everything all right?
Everything worked that time.
Well, I changed the type. It wouldn't let me do you an admin, so I made it co-host, which is weird.
I don't know why it didn't work the first time, but it worked that time.
Anyway. I switched you to admin after I made you the co-host invite. So there. If StreamYard ain't gonna work, we'll make it work for us.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the white over here getting blown out? It's like it's not that bright in this room. I wonder if the settings is messed up on my Logitech.
All right.
Well, how's everybody doing today? Oh, you got Jumpman. Nice.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you selling it for a reasonable price?
No, I ordered one for myself. Like everybody else had ample opportunity to do, but they chose not to.
Oh, they bought in too much of the idiots sitting there like complaining about it, and like, I don't need that.
Well, I wasn't going to buy it, but then, the last day I was like, it jumped up like 6,000 people backing it. So I'm like, you know what? All right, it's only $200. I'm like, might as well, because I know I'm probably going to want it later. And at least the zombie head funded, so that's how I have him displayed right there with his zombie head on. So
very cool.
I like it. It's not bad. It's a pretty solid figure.
Yeah, that one face though is super freaking creepy.
The smiling one, yeah, that's just like he's too happy to be in the room, Yeah.
What do you do? I can see all kinds of like the creepy Woody figure.
They give you two sets of side eye, which I'm like, wow, nobody wants side eye. Yeah, that's what you can turn the head for,
Yeah.
So.
I don't know why they just didn't design. It's big enough. They should have been able to just design it like a Hot Toys where you can actually move the eyes.
I agree. I mean, I like what they did with the eye panels to remove them. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, the zombie head is the one I'm going to leave on there anyway, so I'm good with that.
It's clever, too, where they put the clear lens over top to make them look glossy.
Yep. I like that. I like that, too. For the zombie head, though, they kind of fogged it to make it look dead, obviously.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, let me see if I can get this without messing everything up here. And he's right there. Right there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Bucks Can's in the chat. So he got his Ant-Man, and it's fun figure. Fingers don't articulate well like I would like.
Really? I didn't have any problems posing the figures, and the fingers are 1, 2, 3. They're jointed just like a regular finger. I mean, mine had no problems whatsoever. And they're fully posable. I mean, I like, especially as thin as the fingers are, you got full articulation like a regular hand. So it might be a quality control issue, maybe with his particular one, but I had no problems posing my fingers.
Might need some like the plastic safe, like lubricant, like for oil for the hands, loosen up a little bit.
Oil or something.
I use like RC gear oil, like vinyl gear, like gears. A lot of people use something called shock oil, but
yeah, I didn't have any problems with mine, so I'm happy with it. It's a nice solid figure. It's definitely well worth $200.
Stuck in places, and probably some heat and add a little bit of plastic gear oil for it. These synthetic gear oil for RC gears, and that helps a lot.
JB just wants to know if he can make this motion with this with his hand.
Yeah, JB.
Can Giant Man do that?
Yeah, it's small enough for him. Yeah, it's small enough.
GeekFusionTV posted photos of rats breaking on Discord.
What?
I think it's other content related.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Real quick. I got it. JB, did you complete your homework?
Which one? Because I've been doing a lot of homework lately, especially since my finals are coming up soon for college.
The show home. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What the?
I'm kidding. I had 2 spare.
Hold on. Just for the audience. So, JB's homework for this week was to just kit bash something. JB is not a customizer, although he should be, and or something. So I instructed him to find something to kit bash this week, just to start playing around with his stuff. Not the way he plays around with Plastic Man, but in a different way. And so I said, it doesn't matter what it is, just do something. Do something. Customize something. Swap some parts. Do something. You don't have to paint anything. Just do something fun. Start off somehow. So that's what we're talking about here. So what do you got? What do you got? I promise I won't make fun of it unless it's something to do with Plastic Man, and then I might.
No. I've already got my Plastic Man customized, but no, I had 2 spare McFarlane Superman, so I...
Hold on a second. We got a thing we got to do first.
Judging JB!
Yeah. You're welcome for that. Anyway, so I had 2 spare Superman figures, and I did agree with everybody saying the Rebirth Superman was too big. So I had a spare Action Comics 1000, the one from the Devastator 2-pack.
Mm-hmm.
So I put the trunks and sculpt on there. But I like the red boots on him better than the outlines. So
well, there you go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I did repaint the buckle. I repainted that. So I get
What kills me? Nobody makes the Reborn costume. I liked it. Was very short lived in the comics when they actually merged Post Crisis and Rebirth together, and they did like the Superman Reborn. They got rid of that costume in Action Comics 1000. He gave it to Lois when she was leaving to go with Jonathan.
But it's supposed to be a Superman Reborn, I think. Or at least from the animated movie, I have called Reign of Superman at the end when he wears his costume. So that's what it's supposed to be.
Well, Superman Reborn, wasn't it? It was basically just a regular Superman costume, just without the red trunks, right? And he just had the red belt.
It's very similar. With the Rebirth costume in the comic books, both timelines got mixed together. So New 52 and Post Crisis got mixed together. And so when that timeline happened, so everything that happened in New 52 did happen, but differently. And the universe, like the continuities got mixed together. So things that did happen to the New 52 Superman happened to Post Crisis and vice versa. So it was like a retelling like Superman Red and Blue. That way they worked it out where they got combined back together and Superman Reborn. And the costume changed too, which he got his red trunks back. He didn't have trunks, man. He got his red boots back. The suit lightened up a little bit, and he
didn't have that collar anymore, right? Because no collar. When I remember, it looked exactly like a traditional Superman suit, except blue trunks.
He had a red belt.
Yeah, he had a red belt instead of red trunks. He had a red belt with the gold, which is what that looks like.
Yes, yeah. That's what's supposed to be. The
only issue, good.
It kills me like what kills me like DC Essentials was originally going to make the Reborn costume.
Yeah.
When you look at the body for Reborn Superman, the Superman from DC Essentials, which was a great line. Yeah. Then like the DC 1000 was getting ready to come out, and they changed the figure before it got released. It's like it pissed me off because I love the Reborn look. It was like a mix of old and new together, and still look classic, yet modernized.
Well, I've had him like this since I kit bashed him, so I don't think I'm ever going to change it back because I've already got my. Let's see, I got this. This one is my preferred display Superman. Is the Atomic Skull 2-pack one. All I did was let me get my hand out of the way. All I did was trim the cape. I haven't smoothed it out yet, like sand it, but I trimmed it up so now he can get in a flying pose and it won't look weird. So it's basically got a straight cape. So I don't know if I'm going to do the same thing to this ones, or I don't know. Do y'all think I should keep the loops or trim them like I did the other one?
I just keep the loops.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. I didn't want to do it yet until I asked you guys tonight what y'all think. So
I did get a delivery today. I got 2 of these. The retro card at Cobra Trooper, which everybody got a chance to get this now because where it was originally released as a Target exclusive under Cobra Island, which that was some of the missteps they had with G.I. Joe Classified when it started, making like key things exclusive to Target or one store. So everybody has an opportunity to troop build this now, so that's good. And he actually comes with good weapons now too, instead of the Nerf guns. Yeah, I thought that was so silly that Hasbro did that from the start with the G.I. Joe Classified. They modeled all G.I. Joe weapons after actual existing Nerf guns.
And it's because of that G.I. Joe video game that was coming out at the time.
All of us do, like, remember, they thought war toys would, military soldier figures, nobody wants that.
Yeah, mainly that's what the Joes were based on. The first few waves was based on that video game.
That video game, yeah. But it took years for them to actually get the G.I. Joe out because some of the powers that be that were in Hasbro thought, well, they were so against military themed toys.
Yeah.
And
here was a good.
Hopefully that dumbass got laid off when all these layoffs are.
Yeah. Well, here's a good question that I heard last night. I saw this on social media, G.I. Joe related. Someone asked the question: what figure do you think really turned at Hasbro's head to make G.I. Joe better? Some people actually said Major Blood was the first one to sort of change Hasbro's direction.
No, that's still a Cobra Island stuff. Until they started, like, the first figures, they start putting realistic weapons in. That would be, whichever one was that one was. That would be the side. Well, if you want to see them try to turn the tide, is the version 2, like Roadblock and Scarlet and stuff like that, and Duke, where they got rid of the stupid loud colors, muted the colors down. That's when they start turning around.
Yeah.
Major Blood was still in the Cobra Island stuff. Yeah. So they're more likely end up redoing Major Blood in more traditional style eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get some more comments. And McFarland is McFarland zoom in the golf ball. Yes.
We'll be
talking about that in soon.
Yeah. I got
the pixelated versions.
Yeah.
I have to confirm. I'm going to say this. I did pre-order that wave.
But even the logos are pixelated.
Now, Toy Shiz did confirm this. The Platinum versions are not going to have the pixelated stuff on them. The Platinum versions are.
The ones what everybody would want. So the Chase figures are the ones what everybody wants.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Me and 5
I'm going to do this, Matt, because the way my camera's set up, it looks like I'm looking off to the side when I was looking.
Me and 5 Points of Articulation, we were talking about this earlier. He actually, and I said, yes, that's how they're doing it. He said, the ones without the pixels should have been the retail, while the ones with it should have been the Platinum variants.
And Party On board.
Yeah. Which I agree they should have been, but I still like them because I grew up with that game, Justice League Task Force. I still have it here in my base in storage somewhere. So
I did get the Walmart exclusive Night Force Falcon and Coral.
Are you going to customize those? Customize them.
Yeah, these look fine. You might take the armor pads off Falcon if you don't need them.
Okay.
I haven't seen that. His Falcon's face better on that one?
Oh yeah, it's a completely
it's improved.
Okay.
He doesn't look like a marionette now. I need to do that. That white was just blowing everything out. So, but yeah, the head sculpt is much better on that. Quarrel is using the new Scarlet body with some new armor gear on it. So
Which one? The Retro Scarlet?
Retro Scarlet,
Yeah.
the new Scarlet. So it's basically just a straight up reuse of her body with different color scheme and with armored shoulder pads to a tactical vest, belt. It's even got Scarlet's like a belt with the quiver in it for the crossbow bolts, and she does cut the crossbow, which unless you're gonna, I guess Night Force would kind of make more sense to have a crossbow. It'd be like stealthy and be quiet. But normally, like, if I'm in a military situation, I have the option between firearm or crossbow. Which would I pick? If it's like a situation where it's a zombie apocalypse and ammunition is like a very restricted, like when Walking Dead with Daryl's crossbow, that's one thing. But crossbow bolts still get damaged, but they never do on the Walking Dead.
Did you get anything? What is that?
Feedback.
That's me. I had my stuff turned up too loud. Sorry. That was me. It was all me.
And we get the Hot Wheels Optimus Prime. They're going to do an Ultra Magnus too.
Man, I wish they would make one that size that transforms.
They did, but it was like $80.
I know, but like, I wish, like, personally, if they did like a Hot Wheels sized, scaled transforming line of like all the main ones, like that, do that.
Well,
as
they are a company that the companies that do what they call Legend scale. They're very close to Hot Wheel size when they transform, and that's like the thing. They're like little mini masterpiece figures.
Magic Square.
Magic Square is one of them.
Yeah.
There's a couple companies doing that right now. I ended up got two of those. And I did finally get my Super Troopers.
dude, and we were talking about this last week or whatever when we showed those, and immediately as soon as people started getting them, the first thing I started seeing people do was doing like Warhammer style stuff with those things.
Yeah, they're big figures. Definitely gives you like a Warhammer vibe on them. There. Well, here's a Hyperion next to it. That's a good size figure.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that you can take the Horde emblem out. If somebody does 3D print and put you a Warhammer emblem right there.
Oh, you could even do like a Armor Wars Iron Man setup with that dude.
Oh yeah. Ooh. What else did I get? What else is in the box? Got the new Deadpool. Got the Wolverine, Deadpool, and from the new figures. I need to see how it compares to the original release. This is a different body. This is a whole new sculpt.
Well, I mean, here you go.
I hope it's bigger, because that's the biggest issue with that other one.
Yeah,
is that it's too small. It's a great sculpt, and I like that figure, but it's too small.
Yep. Oh, speaking of Deadpool, Colossus. He's actually bigger than the comic book version.
I should be getting that and the rest of the movie wave in sometime next month.
Oh, nice. The only thing I didn't get the street clothes Wolverine, because he didn't really wear that outfit in the movie.
You know, I've had more people asking for the regular street clothes Wolverine than the one in the costume.
Really?
Yep. Cool. Everybody wants that head pool for some reason.
I got found this at Walmart.
Oh, nice.
Got one. Nice.
The one with the translucent limbs It's supposedly start going up at Target. So I want this in case. I never got the original DC Collectibles one, which this is used DC Collectibles molds, which looks ridiculous in these 7-inch scale McFarlane boxes. If they've changed, they were having their own packaging. Now they just put them in the regular 7-inch packaging. So that's pretty cool. They're even reusing the DC Collectibles stands. The best engineered figures that McFarlane has is stuff he didn't design. It'd be cool if he'd actually like learn something from the DC Essentials line and start making better figures. Hello.
Hi, Quinn's customer. Hi.
He meets this one when he walks away.
Way back. There we go.
Hi.
She's interested now.
What's going on?
Oh, if Quinn has this one, this is a great recommendation for action figures.
Tell Quinn you need that giant man.
I want the vintage.
The turtle van right there is really nice too.
Yes.
I want the vintage version more than that one. That's coming out.
The battle armor Skeletor with the like Viking style helmet that looks really cool with the goat horn.
It is a cool design. That is really cool.
I didn't even order the classic one because I didn't. The thing with the classic one, they keep. Well, I never have liked the 3-toed Skeletor, like the vintage. I like regular feet, or like the 2000X style feet where you just got sharp toenail things, like claw feet, like those Sabretooth.
You've got a feet issue with Skeletor? I mean, come on.
Yeah, settle
He
down.
has a very specific foot fetish.
Yeah.
I can see that now.
Well, you get don't get too excited. That's about hurts Plastic Man.
All right, let me ask you this: would you date a woman if her middle toe was longer than her big toe?
What?
Depends on what the rest of her looks like.
I saw my wife showed me a movie last night. It was a joke. It was a running gag, like a woman that the guy was meeting had like her middle toe was longer than her big toe, and he would not date her because of it. But he had an issue, like a medical issue, where his tailbone was sticking out. So literally, it wagged like a tail. So it was a weird movie. It was like a rom-com. I can't remember the title. I think it was Shallow. I think
Shallow Hal.
Yeah, Shallow Hal.
The movie that he now apologizes for making.
Jack Black.
Yeah.
I think stars in it, if I remember right.
They could never make that movie today.
No.
He apologized for making the movie. He's such a he just.
We were talking about, what was it? We were talking about this the other night on one of these shows. Well, we need to see a Tropic Thunder 2.
Yeah.
But it needs to be this time, like, I forget the character's name, but Robert Downey Jr.'s character. This time he's trying to win an Oscar for playing for doing the real life story about a trans character. And so they're shooting the movie and bad things happen, but the whole movie he's.
Well, remember,
Just make it as offensive as possible.
Yeah.
To piss off as many people as possible.
Well, remember in one of the.
It would be hilarious.
Well, looky here. Mattel put that stuff in a little baggie, like
nice.
Bathrobe.
But remember,
dry brushing material.
Remember in the movie when the fake trailers come up, Robert Downey Jr. is in one with Tom McGuire, and they play gays, like gay men.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought my wife, she was like, we watched those trailers, like, is the movie starting?
That's a little different than what Matt was talking about, though.
He's talking about Robert Downey Jr. playing a transgender, and
he's talking about Tropic Thunder 2 making it very offensive.
I'm talking about.
You're talking about just like a romance movie with them playing gay couple.
Talking about the same movie.
You know what they should do? They should make those movies from the trailers in Tropic Thunder. They should just make full-blown movies.
either full or
those trailers.
yeah.
Yes, I want to see the Ben Stiller movie where he's like, the brain memories.
Yeah.
But do we really need to see Jack Black play as fat people throughout the entire movie?
Yes. Yes.
We already had Eddie Murphy do it. They should have made a Nutty Professor 3. Shame
They need to come out with a real can of booty sweat that you can go buy. That movie's so good. It's so good.
It is.
Oh, I love that movie. I didn't buy anything this week. I just did some custom stuff this week. That's all I did.
I've only got
I do have a couple things left.
I've only got 2 things for this week. I was supposed to have
Monster
something.
Force.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, they do the packaging like the NECA figures, where it opens up like the NECA ones.
These things are really nice. And they have like on the inside flip panel, you got like a mini comic.
Basically like NECA.
These are really nicely done. Very collector friendly. And this is smart, giving you a little bit of comic book story with each figure. So that's part of things too. Like you want to have you can actually order a graphic novel for this story off Big Bad Toy Store. I think it's like $35. So they actually have a full comic. I got one more Monster Force figure. I got Van Helsing.
Yep.
Declan Van Helsing.
Which I'm going to try to find a soft goods green jacket. And basically just repaint his hair, and it's an instant firearm from Ultraverse. The head sculpt screams firearm with the scar over his eye. But these look great. I'm looking forward to opening them up, cracking them up, and check them out. The eyes are painted well. He's got tattoos on his forearm. He's actually got the hair paint on those forearms too. The body actually has washes
back there.
The body has washes on on it, like for detail coloring. It's rare you see washes on a figure straight out of the box anymore. Really good assortment of hands. The weapons look very realistic. Gridiron, they're actually working with Gridiron Studios to design the weapons for these. And 2 more things on the pot stuff. I got some Origins. What is the name? Vipor. Okay, designed like an unreleased Linkmen style. And we got the Turtles of Grayskull Stealth Ninja He-Man. I basically wanted it because I can take all the ninja stuff off and actually finally have a Origins He-Man with the head painted properly from the factory. They have yet to do that until this figure. So I can still make a Stealth He-Man using like one of the ones with the wrongly painted face.
What's wrong with this one? It's made to look more vintage. The black line in the eyes and everything.
Yeah, I hate that.
You hate it? Come on. You hate it.
2024, they can paint the eyes.
Well, yeah, but this is the vintage head, is what this one is. I can give it a pass.
I understand what it is. I was there when it was made. Fetus.
Ouch. Gone back to that comment.
But the Skeletor's really nice. He's actually got a articulated jaw.
That new one, vintage ones, have an articulated jaw as well.
This one's kind of playing homage to the Three Toes, but it's just the armor on its feet.
Mm-hmm.
I like the skin color on this. This is more like the 2000X style skin color. I liked all the redesign. I'm curious to see what Mondo's going to charge for their Motu stuff, because they're charging $100 a piece for those Ghostbusters figures, 2-packs. So you paid $200 for a 2-pack. I just don't see me getting very many of those figures, or if any of them, if the He-Mans are going to be $100 a piece. I don't get Mondo's pricing whatsoever. It makes no sense. They charge Hot Toys prices for stuff that's like nowhere near Hot Toys quality. But definitely badass looking Skeletor. I like it. You royal boob.
Anything else in your pile of loot?
This one's still my favorite.
Yeah, the
Filmation.
The Filmation, the new Origin line. Yeah.
It is a really good one. This is my main display Skeletor, Matt.
Yeah, it's my favorite. That's the only ones I really have. Is there? Well, I've got I've got the Filmation ones, and then I've got the Turtles of Grayskull stuff, which count.
Yeah, I've got Turtles of Grayskull.
I've been cherry picking the Turtles of Grayskull stuff. Like I got the E-Man, I got a few others. I did pick up the Turtles of Grayskull Skeletor. It's just such a missed opportunity they didn't make this glow in the dark.
Use blue lighting.
But it should glow in the dark. It's neon green, and it's the same color as glow in the dark plastic. They could have just made it glow in the dark. It's not like it's McFarlane or something. They don't know how to do glow in the dark.
True.
Oh, by the way, people don't know McFarlane doesn't know how to do glow in the dark figures.
I only got 2 things this week. Is all I got. I was supposed to have something else come in today, but I guess I'll show it next week.
Ooh, that sounds cool. Predator versus Tarzan in a local shop. Really enjoyed it. Crossover. It was from 1996 when comics were still good. Yes. I missed that. But independent comics are still good though. I did. The artist Brunson we had on a while back. I ordered his Ghostman this week.
Oh, nice.
And the Frankenstein, the Kid Frankenstein one too.
I got one of them. Where is I downloaded it. I just got the digital version off his website. I just can't remember. Yeah, Ghostman.
Well, I got from GameStop. I actually had some points racked up, so I was able to get this under $20. I got the brand new Star Wars: The Phantom Menace Darth Maul figure.
Cool.
I got it from under $20.
The cloth goods ones?
No. That one comes with the assist figure. This is the regular retail version without the club. I'm gonna get the one with the assist figure. I want with the robe. This is the one I got though because they had all of them. And then this I just got the other day. I got my Marvel Legends Retro Card Adventures Quicksilver.
Oh yeah, I showed those last week, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
I immediately took one of those heads. I bought 2 of them. I immediately took one of those heads and put it on the blue suit from the Family Matters.
Yeah. I kind of wish it was the blue suit, but at the same time, it's like, this is my first ever Marvel Legends Quicksilver figure, so I'm fine with either way.
What sucks is like for a while, a few years ago, people were selling the blue suit body without a head pretty cheap.
People still do that these days. They sell the figures in parts.
Well, I'm talking about getting a copy of the blue suit just to have an extra blue suit body. You can't do that now. People are not selling it cheap anymore.
That's true.
I think a lot of people are using that head that came on that for Magneto because it's a better Magneto head than it is a Quicksilver head.
Yeah. But that's all I got. Like I said, I had some other stuff, but they're not in yet, so I'm probably not going to get them until next week. And Matt said he ain't got nothing this week.
Well, I didn't get anything, but I've got the stuff I customized.
All right, well, go ahead. I've shown up a kit bash.
So we got went ahead and redid the Tiger Force Gung Ho.
Mm-hmm.
So I redid him, got rid of all the camo, redid the boots. Pretty basic stuff, and then hit him with the. I redid the gun too, because the gun looked awful, and hit him up with the flat matte finish, and then Tripwire was about the ugliest looking figure I had ever seen. So I redid him since I had already done Gung Ho. He actually required a lot more work than Gung Ho did because I had to do a complete repaint. So I redid him up, disassembled everything, took them all down, redid all the underbody work in black, and then came back and did military green over the top, gave it the green a wash, redid all the silver buckles and everything on him. I hate those Tiger Force colors. The only thing those are good for are kit bashes and things you're going to paint.
Oh yeah, if you can get
Those
those
Tiger Force colors are the worst. That yellow and red, it is just awful.
The only one, I would say the only two Tiger Force figures that look good was Recondo and Outback.
Yes, yeah, because they didn't look Tiger Force.
Yes, those were the only two that really looked the best out of the entire line, in my opinion. And the Troopers didn't look too bad either. The Tiger Force, the Troopers,
Python Patrol,
the Cobra Island Troopers, like the bats, they didn't look too bad. I have two of them.
Python Patrol.
Yeah, Python. Yeah. Sorry, I was trying
He
to.
never listens to me.
No, my Quicksilver's joints are a bit gummy, so they're coming apart. So I'm trying to fix it real quick, and he's got some flaking on here that I'm trying to fix.
Well, his joints can't be gummy; they're hard plastic.
They're a little gummy, at least on my copy it is.
But they're supposed to be hard plastics, pinless. The joints are literally.
I know.
Yes, plastic.
I know, but they're probably gummy being out in the heat.
But it's ABS plastic. ABS plastic doesn't get gummy.
I'm just telling you my copy. Not every copy is going to be the same, man.
They're all made the same. It physically cannot get gummy.
I might be going to gasket in probably 5 minutes.
It's hard plastic. Hard plastic doesn't get gummy.
All right, I guess you're right since I'm a fetus.
just trying. It cannot be gummy. There's something else going on. It can't be gummy joints.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of with the Monster Force stuff, with
it don't look bad. He's just got a few paint spots here and there that just needs to be corrected. His neck isn't completely painted all the way, so you can see the lining of the green plastic. I have to fix that. The only thing I don't like is the peg hole. There's no point in having a peg hole in his back.
well, it's just the basic buck.
It is, but they could fill it in if they wanted to. They could have put a peg or something there to fill it in, just like with Spider-Man, basically, which he's somewhere around here on my shelf.
Gridiron Studios does the weapons for Monster Force. They had some really cool reveals recently. This is so damn tempting. You can turn a Trouble Bubble into a walker. This is so cool.
Matt's thinking about it. He's thinking about buying it. Look at him.
And it's happy to see.
Cool. But what it's reminding me is that I need to do a repaint on my Trouble Bubble.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing with this, it does make it look like it's happy to see you.
Yeah.
This is my rifle. This is my gun. This is for shooting. This is for fun. They developed those legs too to make these combat mechs. So it's the same legs on these drones, these walking drones they're doing. So they got the Ford style with the rocket launchers, camo green, and this would be better fitting with the Cobra. That looks really cool with the works with Monster Force and G.I. Joe. Definitely think that. The one, I'm curious to see if they're going to do ones for the Python Patrol Trouble Bubbles. One the red. Feel like that. On the upgrades they got for the G.I. Joe vehicle, you can turn it into a 6-wheeled vehicle. The tires they got look really cool too. They're so much better than the actual tires they have that come with those vehicles. They look more like realistic tires. Make some cool stuff. Non-F, I've talked about them before. They do these really cool kits for Transformers. They also have some action figure stuff every now and then. But they got some. Do they have any in stock? Yes. I ordered these for my bats. You can get the clear, or you can get different colors. You can get a red tinted, tinted, 3 shades of tint, or just absolute just clear. They make them look so much better than just. Why would you put all that nice paint detail, then put a solid black piece over it? It makes no sense. So I bought a bunch of those. Installed them on my bats. That's it for last, Quinn. He says he looks like a man with something on his mind.
No.
I need to order these.
I always look like that.
He's always thinking. He's thinking that.
Mm-hmm. Boy, when you run a business, your mind is always going 24/7.
I need to order a couple of these kits. I got 2 swoops, and this addresses a few issues. It makes the wings bigger and more articulated. It makes the fin on the head articulate. For transformation, normally it would be standing straight up, and
that's mode. For that kit's for the new Transformer swoop, right?
Yep.
Nice.
These are all, they machine all the tooling and stuff like this, and actually do injection molding. These are not 3D printed. These are injection molded. They come like a kit. You just cut them off the sprues. They make these in-house. They're really nice. Nothing 3D printed.
Jared, quick question, does your Quicksilver's thighs have a little separation, like a little gap in them, like his right thigh?
Keep it clean, JB. Jesus.
I don't. You talking about thigh gap here on a toy show? Like, what?
Jesus Christ! Here we go. Oh Lord.
No, mine doesn't have any problems with it.
Okay, because mine separate a little bit. That's what I'm asking.
But yeah, they got kits for all the Dinobots. Like a lot of the Dinobots only came with one of their weapons, so they got swords. Ones didn't come with a sword, or they come with firearms. Like the Grimlock didn't have a sword. You can get I bought all the kits for Grimlock here. Plus, they got make panels that cover up like where the hands fold in, where there's no cover for it. Which the kits are very affordable, and they're really nice quality.
Looks good.
You can get here's how they come on. It's almost like a model kit. It's gonna come on screws.
Mm-hmm.
Never it's gonna come loose.
Awesome. Well, gentlemen, sorry I wasn't on too much. I had stuff to do, but I will see you next time, guys. You guys have a good one.
Have a good one, sir. Oh, and we got classified kits. Oh, we got missile sets for the what's his name. We got mines for your custom you just made.
Nice.
punching bag. Actual like smaller rockets, so you don't have to have like giant rockets shooting off all the time. The landmines are cool. Full set, $6.99. 6 landmines, $1.99. These prices are great. For these being like injection molded plastic, they do all the tooling. They show like on their videos, like on their YouTube channel, they show how they make all this stuff. Definitely worth checking out if anybody's like G.I. Joe or Transformers. One thing we were talking about before, the Justice League Task Force Build-A-Figure wave. And if you get the platinum version, it's hard chase ones. It's the ones you would actually want.
Yeah. Toy Shiz did a video, and he did confirm that the platinums are going to be without the pixelated texture on them. But I still like them regardless, and they're really going to stand out on my shelf.
I love the colors on that Batman.
The Batman and Flash look the best. And Darkseid with that light blue, it really makes him stand out a lot better. And it's also a new torso. So it's not like the last Mega figure where the arms will come off. It's a brand new torso. They did confirm.
Well, they don't have the hole in the chest either.
Yeah. So, but it's still the same arms. Heads and legs are all the same. Compare the Darkseid, but it's just the new torso.
They need to do like this game also had Wonder Woman too. They could actually re-release that to the last Wonder Woman figure.
They might do Wonder Woman and Green Arrow, but you also have Cheetah, and you have Despo was the other one.
He hasn't even done a Cheetah yet, so there'll be an opportunity to do that.
Well, see, for the digital platinum version that they revealed in New York was Earth 2 Robin. His platinum is the Barry Allen Flash again with transition legs. So he's starting to release other characters as platinums if he doesn't do a version of the one he's releasing. So maybe the platinum wave, it might just be these characters without it, maybe. Or they might be like...
Like Matt's talking about, what kills me, the colors are perfect.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful colors. It's just, there's no way I would buy that because of that all that pixelated crap.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, there is supposed to be a version of these coming out that's not got
the
pixels
blue
on
on that cape is gorgeous, and on the cowl.
And Big Bad does sell the platinums on BBTS separately. So if you want like Batman like this without the pixelated
Well,
stuff,
it'd be good too if they do the platinum and don't have the face on it.
well, actually, I found this out. You can put the Nightfall head, if you repaint the blue, you can make it work for that
I
body.
don't want to not all figures. I customize all the time, but I get sick and tired of having to fix these companies' shit.
I
want to be able to buy it as is.
I like the Angry Head. It's a lot better than the first one he did with that Bane 2-pack because that looked awful, especially with blood in his mouth.
Yeah.
This one looks a lot better for me. And this right here is a perfect Flash.
Except for the stupid pixelization.
Yes. Which Flash doesn't have as much pixelation as the rest of the other.
The entire alien is pixelated.
Yes. But the pixelated spots on him is not as much as Superman, Batman, and Aquaman, though.
But it's still there. Without
it's there.
With the logo being screwed up, it screws it up for the whole thing. There's don't try to justify Todd's stupidity.
No. 5 Point Speculation actually made a good comment. He said, I'm going to buy this Wally West and use the Barry Allen that's coming out, and I'm going to kit bash and make a regular Wally West. So that's what he said he's going to do, which...
I will never defend Todd McFarlane's stupidity.
No, it's stupid to do it. Like the pixelated ones should have been the platinums, and the ones that ain't should have been the regular retails.
Yeah. Because this is the first retail use of this body for a Superman.
Earth 2, yes.
And because the first release was
a McFarlane store exclusive. Yeah.
Yeah. So he finally does it. The biceps suck ass on this figure, but the rest of the body looks decent.
Yes. And
the arms are too small, and the elbow joint comes up way too high up on the bicep.
Well, what does Matt think? Matt's the Superman expert here. He's the biggest Superman fan out of
He's
both
been
of us.
very quiet tonight.
I know. And he'll be talking about Superman. Go ahead, Matt. You have the floor.
Is he doing? He's doing the stupid side eye again too.
I don't know if it's just the stupid pixelated BS cell shading crap on it or what, but it doesn't look good at all to me. And it may just be the colors throwing me off. I can't tell if that's actually a decent Superman buck or not. The figure's ugly. First of all, the paint job on the suit with that pixelated crap is fucking awful. The head sculpt is fucking awful. The hair is fucking awful. And it's all distracting from whether or not that might be a decent Superman buck. I can't tell. I don't even know what buck that is.
It is Earth. They've confirmed it's Earth 2, the Infinite Crisis Superman buck.
Okay, which is a decent buck.
Yeah.
But everything else about this figure is ugly. It's awful.
Yeah. And he's doing the stupid side eye again.
So, I mean, I see nothing about this. The only one of these figures that I liked was the Batman, and only for the colors. But I would never buy it because of what he's done to screw it up. And the Dark Side, I think, looked decent, except for the fact that I have to buy all these crappy figures to build a decent-looking Dark Side. The Dark Side is the one in the pictures that the pixelating looks the least bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but I'm not buying any of these figures. I'm not buying any of this crap. They look awful.
I got a feeling my local toy store, Matt, they'll probably have the platinums or some of them. If they do with that Batman, I'll get it for you and Jared.
Yeah, without the pixelation, I'd love to have that Batman. And without the pixelation, that Superman might actually be really cool. I would have to do a head swap because that head is awful. But it looks like if that is the Earth 2 body in those colors minus the pixelation, that would be a really good Superman. It clearly needs another head.
Message me after the show which one you guys would want whenever I get the platinums, because Toy Store I go to, they always wind up getting the platinums in store. So I'll be able to pick up the platinum version of these if they are without the pixelation. So
this is why. Why?
He's got he likes big men. He likes big beefy men.
This is
4.5 inches tall. They're tiny.
They are small.
This is something they did like WWE in the early '90s, like the Ultimate like exaggerated proportion figures, wrestling figures.
I remember those.
And this looks like something straight out like the mid '90s. Nobody asked for this. They're not articulated. They're statues, little figurines of super deformed proportions. There's nothing you can use anything out of these things.
See, when I first started calling them mods, I didn't see the Venule figures. I saw the mods. I thought, oh, cool. So it's figures you can mix and match, like kit bash parts and stuff. Like we can actually take apart and make our own creations. But then I saw, because see, look, you look at Todd's mods, you're like, is it like figures we can modify?
This is just.
That's what I thought. Then I saw there were statues. I'm like, more statues, really? Why? Why more?
Super deformed statues.
We don't want statues. We want action figures. That's what we buy.
This is totally stupid. And he's actually putting decent paint on these and not on the figures. It's actual figures he makes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just stupid. Well, how much are this stupid stuff going to cost?
Probably 30.
30?
I wouldn't surprise it.
No, they were more than that. Well, let me see, because they were selling the 3-pack for
$20. They're $20 for 4.5-inch figures that do nothing.
Not worth it.
Todd's I think in a competition with Super 7 who can make the stupidest shit.
Probably.
That's dumb. He did have some decent character reveals, like Power Girl and Guy Gardner. Took them what?
All right, we got to hear Matt's opinion on
How many years did it take them to get to start doing actual characters besides Batman?
5
How many
years.
years has he had the license now? Like
5 years.
5, 10?
5
Not
years.
10, but 5 years?
Yes.
5?
5 years.
He's had the license for 5 years. He's just now starting to make stuff that's not Superman and Batman.
Yeah.
Mostly Batman.
Why does that remind me of Mattel when they started out with DC license? Remember they did the select superheroes, the Four Horsemen sculpted those.
But those Superman Batman lines actually had other characters.
Yes, but I mean,
They
like,
actually would actually make the other characters like rogues and supporting characters. Unlike Todd, who only does, let's make 15 Batmans in this one wave.
Yeah. What's
Batman's
Matt's?
cool. It's cool.
He's got some in his tongue.
What?
And I saw too another one of his stupid things. Character I actually like from the Outsiders, Geoforce. Where is it at?
Yeah,
Right there.
The color scheme he hardly ever had is the main release.
The platinum is the blue version.
No, yellow and green.
Is it yellow and green? Yeah, it is yellow
Yeah.
and green. I don't
The
know
the first picture I saw was the yellow and green one.
Yeah,
No.
that's
The
what
yellow and green is his normal look. Retail, the main retail figure, the regular figure is his orange.
it's
Why?
it's basically back to the Task Force wave. Why make pixelated retail instead of the version?
This might be a New 52 look. So, because this is all New 52 shit right here.
It might be.
We get Power Girl. Decent looking digital sculpt, but same thing with Super 7. The digital sculpts look fine. The figure's probably gonna look like poop.
Well, they got her tits right at least.
They actually got a boob window, so it's
Yeah,
better.
yeah, a lot better than covering it up.
Yeah. That does not look like Guy Gardner.
No.
Not at all. I have no idea who this character is.
It
Why
looks
he's
like
wearing Guy's
But
bed.
he stole Guy's suit, and that's what happened.
a caricature of Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner.
It definitely doesn't look like Guy from the comics.
No, it looks more like Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner, like a caricature.
Well, I did find out how he's getting by with the guns. He's like 17 or older, like age restriction.
Yeah. That
So
would
get both when you get both figures, both of them come with a Thomas Wayne unmasked head, which is weird.
because he already did one separately with the sword.
You get this unmasked head with Thomas Wayne. You get another Thomas Wayne head with this.
No, that's Professor Zoom. It's not Thomas Wayne. They've confirmed that.
Well, Professor Zoom don't have gray hair.
They said that it's supposed to be an older version of him. Like it's supposed to be him a little bit older, is what they said at the panel.
He's full of shit.
Yeah, well,
He's
it's
full of
supposed,
shit.
it's supposed to be Professor Zoom, not Thomas
If
Wayne.
they were wanting to do like a 17, like adult line one, what they should have done is had Zoom with this freaking hole in his head when Thomas Wayne shoots him in the head.
I agree. That would have been awesome.
That is not a Professor Zoom head. No.
And the Batman gets a new head sculpt. That's
Yeah.
a new.
What's funny, that was the last figure he made with guns
Yes.
at retail. It's the first figure coming back with guns.
Mm-hmm.
He's already made that figure before.
So here's what we was talking about earlier. For Robin's Platinum, it is a Flash again, Barry Allen, but with translucent legs. So
Because we needed that.
NFT.
Why? What the fuck? What do you mean? NFT to build a figure? I'm sorry. Somebody needs to just punch him in the throat sometime.
Where's
He's
that?
an idiot. He's an idiot. He's like, I'm going to charge $25 for these figures instead of $20 because people are going to get the digital build figure. He's punched in the dick.
I still like the Earth
You
to Robin.
the Joker, though.
Joker. I like the Joker. I do like the Earth to Robin at least. Even though I don't care nothing, the digital code's going to go in the trash for him.
This is ugly, though.
I like the figures.
The diaphragm cut's ugly. The Joker's not bad for a classic Joker.
It's as close to a classic Joker as he has made so far.
Oh, here's done the statue
Of Joker, the three
nobody
Joker.
won. More re-releases of good figures, DC Collectibles figures.
Well, he's showing these are for pre-order now. You know they're already out.
The Firefly is and if I didn't like to switch the animation styles to the Batman and Robin. I like the original animated series art style better, but a lot of people did like that stuff. But the proportions got so like crazy when they went to the Batman and Robin series. New superpowers line. We're getting a Lobo in that line. We're getting.
I wish I liked this line
I do too.
because they've been coming out with some really cool stuff, and I did pick up a couple of them early on, and I don't know. They just don't do it for me. Like I tried because they're fairly well priced. He's coming out with a lot of characters for him. He's coming out with cool vehicles and accessories for him. I wish I liked the line. I don't care about 7 POA figures. Or
This he's doing. You think about this for that line, he's doing classic representation of the characters, but with his main line, he's doing weird New 52 stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, a Mayfix of Flashpoint Batman Thomas Wayne would be cool.
A Mayfix would sell instantly.
He showed some pictures up like they're doing a Godzilla, Godzilla versus the Justice League figures. He's doing a statue of Kong that comes with a Batman.
I have heard why he's making them statues and not posable figures.
Because he's Todd. Because he sucks.
Well, that his excuse was because Hiya Toys and many other companies are doing articulated King Kong figures they did not want to compete
He's full
with.
of shit.
Oh, I know. That was
He's full of shit. He can do articulated figures. He does mega figs. It's the exact same size. The Swamp Thing he's doing is this size.
I don't know. I think that King Kong might have an articulated jaw. I think it might because in one product shot his mouth was closed. With the Batman, his mouth was closed.
The skull will allow it to close.
So is it going to be? Is he doing 2 versions of King Kong? Because one had its mouth closed. Like official product shot, his mouth was closed, and this one's open.
No.
And he has articulation. If you go back to the full body shot of the figure of the King Kong, he has articulation at his feet, and he has boot articulation, and he has wrist.
He has 0 articulation at his feet. That is a solid sculpt.
Okay. He's got articulation at his wrist.
The hands might rotate.
Yeah, the hands rotate. He's got
The waist rotates, and the shoulders might move.
and the shoulder.
my Rampage George from like, I don't know, what was that, 7 years ago, has better articulation than that thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
This
If
is
it articulation,
this
I
is a
would buy it.
statue, an undersized statue.
Yeah, and the George I have is like 18 inches tall. He's considerably bigger than that thing. And I'm relatively certain you can still pick him up really cheap, like on eBay and stuff.
For the Christopher
The
Superman,
first accurate Batmobile you did because it's a 1-seater.
yeah, I like the interior. I like how he did the interior of it. Though.
It's my least favorite live-action Batmobile ever.
I still think it's a cool design. Remember,
This one sucks.
Hey,
When
That's
he
because
was
you were abused as
around,
a child. No,
the rear wings were like flopping around when the car
This-
drove around because
You were okay. Look, you were abused as a child, and for some reason, your parents let you watch Batman and Robin as your first experience with Batman.
yeah,
That is child abuse, and I'm sorry to say your parents should be in
Wait a
prison
minute.
for that.
You said you liked the interior. You like the sticker? You
Mark,
like the sticker interior?
remember, you're talking to a guy who saw Batman Robin first before the other one.
Because of child abuse.
yeah,
This interior, you thought you liked this way he did this. This is a sticker. There's no sculpted detail.
Hey, it's a lot better than having an interior of a Batmobile be blank. At least it's something. At least it's giving us something. Unlike all the other
cockpit car, so the interior should be important.
Okay.
It's a
like
sticker.
I like it when vehicles have like the logos, the scanners, all that stuff in the interior of the vehicle. Unlike the Batmobiles he's been doing, have been nothing but blank.
They actually the other Batmobiles. They actually started with real car chassis, and this one's a go kart.
And I do think it's kind of cool because
this
it's
is like the worst one they ever did for live action. We show this is more pictures like we showed off before. We're actually getting live action updates from the now defunct DCEU.
I mean,
getting the best Gal Gadot like head sculpt he's done.
Gal Gadot, yeah. It took him 3 times, but he got it. 3 times, and he finally got the light.
And she's not even playing the character anymore. So
I know, but
we're getting a reissue of the Henry Cavill, but with a soft goods cape this time, which is cool for those wanting. But you gotta get this stupid like giant baby that he comes with.
That head sculpt is awful on Superman. I'm sorry, but it is. Anybody who buys it is going to be buying a third party.
This figure is actually like been selling like with the original one with the plastic cape. It's like over $100 on eBay.
Oh, I have that one, but I'm saying they should have at least.
I didn't say he didn't have it, but it's just what it's been selling for. It's for people like who missed out.
Oh, it goes up in price. That thing. But
if it was a single release, I'd buy it.
He should have done a different head. It could have been a better head sculpt. And this, I think we all said it should have been what he looked like with all the spikes and everything, not slim.
Mattel showed off their new Star Trek line, and I don't know what the fuck they're thinking. This is their first wave. We get the captain of the Enterprise C and yesterday's Enterprise, who dies like she's got maybe like 5-10 minutes of screen time, and she dies. We got Captain Jellicoe, which I don't mind Captain Jellicoe, but he's in like one episode with like there are 4 lights.
Yeah.
When Picard gets captured and tortured by the Cardassians. The character from Rafik Khan.
Yeah, Scotty's nephew.
Yep.
By the way, there's this really great video on YouTube about why Captain Jellicoe was right. And it's a really good YouTube video about how, like, because in that episode, Jellicoe was portrayed as an asshole. And he was kind of an asshole. But, like, because everybody was like, they didn't like him and all that stuff. But if you watch a video and it goes through everything, you're like...
He wanted everybody to act professional.
He was like, well, he was right. Like, he was legitimately right. He was the one that had all the information.
A lot of stuff he told them to change, the actors actually want it done. So they made him be the asshole to get rid of it.
Well, and the other thing was like, the whole thing was like, he knew what was going on. He knew what Picard was doing when the rest of the crew didn't. He knew what was at stake with going to war with the Cardassians. He knew everything. And he was like, look, I don't have to tell you anything. Starfleet sent me here to get a job done while Picard is gone. We're going to get that job done. Stop questioning me. I know what's the right thing to do. I know the right actions to take. And he was right. He was right.
What was that? What was that you just said? The race you were talking about, the species? What was it? What did you just say they were?
Cardassians?
That sounds like the Kardashians.
Actually, they're less offensive than the Kardashians.
I know. It sounds similar to the Kardashians. At first, we said
the head sculpts are good. The figures look decent.
Yeah.
These are like prototypes, hand painted stuff. The paint was a little sloppy.
It is a really, really weird choice for a first wave of figures.
And they showed more figures, and it's like, what the?
How tall are you thinking? What's the scale?
They're going to do Tuvix.
What's the scale for these?
They're like 1/12 scale. Like
1/12 scale.
I think that's what they're doing. But they're going to do Tuvix, man. One of the most hated things in Star Trek. They're going to make a figure of it.
Someone asked a question. Was that RoboCop?
Yes, that's the
Yeah, he's Dick from RoboCop.
Yep.
Dick, you're fired.
Yeah. Put him in a business suit and everything.
That's Dick from RoboCop.
just don't recognize the big jack long arms where he's.
Yeah.
I wish they would remaster that scene because it looks so bad when you see that marionette with those giant arms swinging.
Mm-hmm.
But they're good.
They're good figures. They are just it's just weird to have in a first wave. It's weird character choices.
Should have had Captain Kirk in the first wave. And I'm not talking.
Look, if you want to do one-off figure, like okay, let's say so they're doing. Let's say they do a wave of 4, do 2 well-known characters, and then do 2 of these guys in that wave. But give us at least like 2 mainline characters, whether it's Kirk and Spock, or if you want to do Next Generation, or do Picard and Riker, or Picard and Troy, or Riker and Troy. You know what I mean? Like it's just odd. It is not that I have anything against those characters, and I mean, I'm digging them, and I've been wanting good Star Trek figures for a really long time, and maybe this is the beginning of it. Just really odd choices. I love these Expanse figures. I really like that show. I'm a big fan of the Expanse.
I was gonna say at least Hiya Toys got their priorities straight, and they released Captain Kirk as Spock as their first Star Trek figures, even if it's based on the movies. At least.
The Sectars are kind of odd too. They're just straight up
redos. Yeah, which I mean, I guess is fine.
Yeah,
the cool thing about them, like as far as retro figures go, they were, at least as far as I can remember, like the first 6-inch scale figures. They're 6-inch scale figures. So, I mean, there's they're kind of antiquated articulation and that kind of stuff, but like they would fit into, if you're a 6-inch scale collector, those Sectar figures are gonna fit right in.
Mm-hmm.
So for Life said, I'm back from dinner. Y'all can unpause now.
I'm trying to find like the Nacelle company. Let's see. Trying to find their Star Trek figures. They got some more pictures of stuff coming. Here we go. I just want to show this. This is what they got planned out. All weird, obscure until we get down to Mirrorverse. Archer.
Sulu and Archer, I think, are 2 that, I could see them being in like a first wave.
Yeah, I like the fact they're doing Wayne. He's a very important villain for Season 9.
I can see why they're not doing Spock and Kirk.
Yes. Why are they doing Tuvix? That makes no sense.
I was gonna say I can see why they're not doing Spock and Kirk right now, because every Star Trek line has always started with Captain.
We don't have this size scale figure of those figures.
Oh, I know.
The whole point is moot.
Every Star Trek line has always started with those 2, and then after those come out, it seems like nobody really cares.
You got to get interest in the line for people to actually buy it, though. This is not going to do it. There's no justification to why they're starting such obscure characters.
Aren't these from the
only like super hardcore Star Trek fans are even gonna know who these people are. I know it because I watch the original series, Next Gen, Voyager, and Deep Space Nine multiple times.
Yeah,
I know who these characters are, but majority of people will not. Dumbfounded. It's like Org, yes, AK. It's like Org there.
Yeah.
Like Q would have been a great release, and you could actually have him like in Q in this outfit, like pretend being like what we do. He wears Starfleet outfit a lot.
Isn't that the outfit that Patrick Stewart wore?
This is the Starfleet uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
this is a Starfleet captain's uniform. Yes.
yeah. So if you like, so if those like 6-inch
They all wore this outfit in different colors.
No, what I was going to say is, if you have the Marvel Legends Professor Xavier, and these are 6-inch figures, you might be able to take that head and put it on that body.
The problem is you would need to make some different height figures too, though. If they're going to be true,
I have to. A question has just popped into my head that I don't know that I've ever asked before, so I'm going to ask. JB, have you watched Star Trek: The Next Generation?
I have only seen the.
God damn! You don't even need to finish that answer.
I haven't. I've seen some Star Trek, like the original one, but I never watched that one, and the movies. So at least
we're getting Captain Sulu before we're getting Captain Kirk. That's messed up.
That's all I've seen. Is the original Star Trek, and then the movies with Chris Pine stuff. Is all I've seen.
Oh my god! I mean, kudos for original Star Trek, but what about Next Generation, DS9, Voyager, Enterprise?
You know,
all of the movies, Star Trek 1 through 10.
I have seen Next Generation, but I've not seen the other one.
You know what would be an A list for this little wave one? Kirk, Picard, and Cisco, Janeway. Do like the heavy hit.
I would say you do one captain per wave, one of the main captains per wave.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a wave, you know, where you've got and like with Kirk, you can do at least 2 different versions. You can do original, you can do movies. So you've got 2 waves that you can kick off with him. You've got a wave for Picard. You got a wave for Cisco. You got a wave for Janeway. You got a wave for Archer. So that's your first 6 waves right there. You have a captain in each wave, and then you just mix it up. And then you like each wave should also have one of the secondary main characters, which from the you do either Spock or Bones. You throw one of them, one of your secondaries. Then your secondaries from Next Generation are going to be either Riker or Data. Those are your secondaries. Your second most important characters. You get
Riker.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Riker, like you're because you got your hierarchy, right? So like with the original Star Trek, it's Kirk, and then Spock and Bones are next in line as the 2 most important characters after Kirk. Yep. With Next Generation, it's Picard at the top, Riker and Data are the 2 next most important characters on the show. And there's that pyramid hierarchy that kind of goes down.
We need the most important character out of the TNG era, Miles O'Brien.
Miles is such an underrated character.
Yes. Deep Space Nine wouldn't function without Miles.
Yeah.
He went on vacation, the place started falling apart.
Dude, they would have lost the Dominion War without Miles.
Yes.
I am going to be straight up honest here. The only I got into Star Trek late.
I just want to address this right quick. Mattel only has the license for the original Star Trek stuff, like the original TOS and Next Gen. They don't have the license deal because the Star Trek license is screwed up because of Bad Robot stuff. Because Bad Robot wrote deals that benefited them. So J.J. Abrams and the new Star Trek stuff, they don't have a license for. They can't do Strange New Worlds. They can't do the Abrams movies. They can only do the original stuff, which is why they're doing something that's going to tank the line by making shit like this. Nobody's going to buy Tuvix. You might have one person buy Tuvix.
Sith for life, what the fuck is wrong with you? J.J. Abrams' Star Trek is the best Star Trek?
Well, I didn't even read the comment, but
that's what he said.
He did.
Now, look, I like those movies. I do like those 3 movies. I enjoy them. I find them, entertaining and fun. I like rewatching them. But they are not the best Star Trek. Granted, they're better than anything we've gotten from freaking Paramount Plus or whatever the hell that all this new crap is outside of, except for Lower Decks, which, by the way, is back.
Well, one of the things that I like watching, like these Star Trek YouTube channels where they're talking about the tech and stuff and history and lore. It's like when they start working in the new Star Trek stuff, it's like, why are you doing this? It's different continuities, and they're like working it like it's canon. And it's like, no, it's not canon, because once everything's said and done, if the way things are moving, they're going to dissolve like their whole deal with Bad Robot and do their own thing. Once all this, once the contract, the new owners of Paramount, they're going to they're trying to. The contract is written so badly, it gives the Bad Robot so much control over Star Trek, and they want to try to figure a way out of it.
I want to address this comment real quick. I say drop all the captains in the first wave to get everyone hooked. I say do that, but you do alternates of all the captains. You don't do your A-level looks for all your captains, because those should not be dropped all in one wave. So you don't do Captain Kirk in his yellow uniform. Maybe you do Captain Kirk in a captain's wave in his green tunic, and you do Picard with the jacket with the gray shoulders, and but you save their most iconic looks to drop one per wave. But if you want to do a captain's wave, you do them in their alternate uniforms, whatever that is.
I did find out recently that there was a story episode that was cut from, they were talking about doing for Enterprise. William Shatner was going to be in it.
I heard about this. I didn't hear what the storyline was, but I heard
what it was, that device he had that's supposed to vaporize people, like what he was in control of everybody, is going to be revealed that it didn't actually disintegrate anybody. It actually sent them back in time in an alternate universe. And Spock actually used it on that Kirk and sent Mirrorverse Kirk back into the main TOS timeline in the past. It's going to be Kirk, but it's going to be the Mirrorverse Kirk. But Paramount's like that. They were, we won't pay his salary and blah, blah, blah. No.
I was going to say, if this line does well, I could see them save the classic looks of all the captains for like a deluxe pack.
I just don't see it doing real well with their starting lineup.
Well, there are companies that like to do it.
No, this should have been like what they revealed. They should have showed Mirrorverse Archer, like Matt was talking about. This is a great idea. Do like their alternate looks. But doing the captain of Enterprise C, who had like 5 minutes of airtime before she got killed off, is crazy. Jellicoe was a little more arguable because he was right. He actually fixed a lot of things on the ship. But still,
I don't mind him being in a wave, but you've got to throw some. You've got to have at least. Okay, so if they're doing it, looks like is the first wave 3 or 4 characters.
3.
The first wave panel.
I mean, they showed 3, but that doesn't mean that's the whole wave.
If
you're doing 4 characters in a wave, you have to have at least 2 be mainline. Yep. Everybody knows them. Everybody wants some characters.
This is all feedback. Living in a dream.
It looks like they have the renders right there.
So these are 2 waves, so it looks like it's going to be 4 per wave.
4. So you need at least 2 of the characters in those in the first wave. In each wave, at least two of the characters should be, your Kirks, your Spocks, your Bones, fucking Riker, whoever, need to be like must-have characters, and then the other 2 can be, one-off characters that are, remembered that people like and want, but
Look, this has been a great opportunity. Give us Barkley. Love Barkley's character.
Oh, Barkley's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like only real person in like TOS. I mean, next gen. I'm sorry. He's like a real like normal person in the next generation.
And I like him even better in Voyager.
Oh yeah, he actually became more confident, got a higher position, like a more respected position.
He was the one that helped them the most, honestly. help them get home, help them figure everything out, help them, start communicating with Starfleet.
Oh yeah, he never gave up on them. This is just a weird choice. My comment was for him like, it's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it pays off.
Yeah.
All right, we need to move on. Matt's on a tight schedule.
Don't tell me what I have to do.
You got sort of being 35.
We've seen the prototype of this in grayscale, but we now have a color of the Goku showing out.
We looked at that last week, and it was just mono. Still looks cool. I'm not going to get it, but diehard Dragon Ball fans will.
We got the Vegito. We've seen that before. We got some more. Uniting NECA. We got the unmasked, scarred up Shredder. Casey on his motorcycle, and Leonardo.
That 2-pack actually that motorcycle came from the John Connor single release. And it's not even painted like the actual motorcycle from the movie. It's literally just reuse of John Connor's motorcycle.
It's way too small for Casey.
Yes, because it's made for the John Connor figure from T2. They literally just.
And that bike is actually slow because the first take that he actually caught the motorcycle when running through the parking garage.
Yeah. And we get another Leonardo with an angry face.
And he's bruised up and bloody too.
Yeah, I've got the 2-pack version. And this Shredder's cool.
Yeah, the blue outfit Goku would be cool. We got some more Altered Beasts. These are like the 4-inch figures.
I wish these were 6-inch scale because those things are cool. I like those.
I love that game too when I was young too.
I've seen in hand images of the Were Dragon, and it looks pretty cool in hand.
The articulation is really good for 4-inch scale figures. Puts you in mind of like Marvel Universe stuff.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I would just buy
the kangaroos from Streets of Rage. Yeah,
I would just buy the kangaroo and just carry it around my pocket. Like, yeah, I got a kangaroo here.
So you gonna put that in your pocket, huh? But this is a game that the fetus has never played. You don't even know what we're talking about.
No, I've never played this game, but the figures are cool. I'll admit it, they're cool. I had Matt move his head down in shame. Like,
ooh, Jada doing Golden Axe. That'd be cool. Ooh, Jada could do the Altered Beast too, but
who's doing Golden Axe? I forget. Who is it? Storm Collectibles? Yeah, they're cool figures.
They're really nice figures. They're just too big.
Now we get on to some good stuff. We were talking about these earlier.
We got the Mayfix Jubilee. Way too late to.
I mean, Jesus.
Who is that? The one in the middle. Who is that? That's not Zachary Levi. That's not.
It looks like him. People are bitching about the head sculpt. That looks like Zachary Levi. I'm sorry.
It's not. It
is. And Michael Jordan. I think the Jubilee is like very generic, cartoony looking.
That looks nothing like Zachary Levi. This McFarlane looks a lot better than that.
By the way, that figure is going to be worth some money soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this has much better lightness compared to
the price on this one's strange, though. Even the overseas price is $100. I went checked like a Holiday in Japan. It's usually where I get my Mayfix figures, and it's like $95. It's like, why?
I can look at these.
That looks like him. I'm sorry.
It does not. Pull up a picture and put it next to the Mayfix.
I'm not doing that. We got no time.
I was going to say,
because you have like facial recognition issues. So I'm 3 Zeros doing a 1974 Godzilla, which who is doing Godzilla now? What size is this? Is a 9-inch. This is 9-inch, 26 points of articulation.
Did McFarlane do 1 or 2 Shazam figures? Did he do 1 for each movie, or did he just do 1 for the one movie?
He did 1 for the one movie.
No, he did a 2-pack.
Yes, it was from this movie, just the sequel. He didn't make 1 for the first because Mattel they had the license back then. They did the figures from the first movie.
Yes.
So, and by the way, Alpha says the Mayfix Shazam looks like Adam Sandler.
See, Darth agrees with me. It looks like Zachary Levi. Darth is awesome. So, party on, Darth.
Maybe if I squint my eyes, maybe it'll look more like him.
I don't have that disorder where I can't recognize faces, so.
Yeah.
But if you want to like classic Godzilla, it looks cool. It's a lot of articulation. It's probably the biggest one out there right now. Like everybody makes them so tiny. This one's a 9-inch tall one. We get Tekken 8 from SH Figure Arts King, which it's one of those things like I'm not going to buy video game characters and pay $100 for.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I never got into like the most of Storm collectible stuff. Yes, they make cool looking stuff. Their figures are great quality. They're too big, and I'm not going to buy $100 figures for characters for a video game.
Yep. I like Sid for Life's comment here. JB, is that a kangaroo in your pocket, or are you just happy to see us?
Both can be true.
It's probably Plastic Man in his pocket.
Plastic Man? No, Plastic Man's on the shelf. He ain't with me.
Where's his arm at?
His arm put away. He's up here on the shelf with Superman and them.
We get the Gremlins, evolution of the Gremlin. We get Gizmo, Stripe, and Stripe is a Mogwais and a Gremlin.
Sid for Life, if I'm going to give you an option, because you say you never collect Mayfexes, or you haven't got any this year, get either a Batman. Get either the Hush Batman that's coming out, or get the Nightfall Batman. One of those two, because the Batmans always come with the most accessories, and they have great articulation. Matt's got Nightfall. Is what
That's a cool looking set. I like it. This is what, $60 for that set?
Mm-hmm.
Not too bad. Diamond Select, we've got some new figures that they don't have pictured here, but they're also doing a comic book style Hobgoblin.
They have pictures have come out of the Wolverine.
I said they don't have them here.
Yeah.
You listen to what I say.
No, if you let me finish, I was going to say Wolverine is going to come without the sleeves.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. I'm sorry.
You mean like this picture I was getting ready to show?
Yeah.
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 With the Hobgoblin in the show looks really cool. Like I don't have any pictures of it. The Carnage, it's kind of wild looking. It looks like a step backwards though from what they used to do. It actually kind of almost looks like a reissue of something they've done in the past because it's quite ugly.
It's a reissue of the first version of Carnage they released.
Yeah.
It's a reissue of the first wave Carnage, the first one they did. Sid for Life, I'm telling you, and Matt will agree, probably one of the best Mayfexes they do is the Batman figures.
SH Figure Arts has got an Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, Matt, do you agree that you got the Night Crusader Batman? Do you like that one?
Yes. Where is he? Yeah, there he is. He's up there. Yeah, that's a good figure. His shoulders are a little gappy. That's the only thing I don't like. But
if you get Hush, he's available right now for pre-order, and Hobby Link Japan's going to get him back in stock soon. So if you prefer your Batman being dark and not have the overall symbol, get the Hush because he comes with the Bruce Wayne head. I've got the Hush. Matt's got the Night Crusader. I personally like both of them, but I would say if you're going to start Mayfex, do Batman because it's going to be worth money. That or Spider-Man.
This is a good-looking Venom, the SH Figure Arts.
It's the same figure, but repackaged.
I wish that's what they done with the Target release of the Hasbro one. Gave us some articulated tendrils instead of like the faces that just plug in the back, because he never does that in the movie. You like make multiple faces. I don't know why they did that, but this would have made more sense. Have them like had some like just use bendy wire tentacles coming out of the back, but no.
Sid for Life's got another comment. Yes, Mafex does scale with Marvel Legends, if I remember right. They do scale. I don't have any here with me right now. Matt, does your Batman scale Marvel Legends? I don't got mine. I don't have mine on me in here. I gotta get them out of storage. I don't have any here. I can't really tell for sure.
We got the better pictures, the actual product pictures of the retro carded Rock and Roll, Mindbender, and Viper, which these all look great. We mentioned these last week, but we didn't have the really good pictures. I like the classic Rock and Roll. It's great for people that missed out on Mindbender because I would hope they do like a Spintor the same way.
See, they scale really well, Sid for Life. The Mafexes do. It does kind of suck that you have to pay over $100 to get a good 6-inch DC figure, but they are worth it. They are worth it. DC, Marvel is great, but I'd say their DC line is way better than their Marvel line. It depends, but usually their Batmans are the best ones you can own. I'm
curious to see if they improve the material on the jacket on this Mindbender. The original one had an issue where the jacket would stain the figure.
Yeah, I hope they fix that. I pre-ordered it, and I hope it does not stain, but I'm worried it might.
They added the Cobra logo on the back. I don't think the original one had the Cobra logo.
It does not. It don't.
What's funny is like my cape I got from Harker Customs has the logo. It's like, yeah, they copied Harker's cape.
Yeah.
Which I'd still recommend if you need a cape. If you're going to get this Mindbender, get one from Harker. He's selling them on his shop. It's so much better. It's got a bendy wire into it, so you can actually pose it.
Yeah,
a lot better material.
Yeah, I agree, Alpha. It does kind of suck that people spend over $100 for Dr. Mindbender. I mean, he's worth it. You get plenty of accessories, but we all know Hasbro. They like to re-release figures.
I like this color scheme for Rock and Roll so much better, and that first one had some sloppy paint too.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
It does not. Let me grab my copy.
And which one of it's got? His has got sloppy paint, and you can't see.
Mine does not have sloppy paint at all.
I won't blow yours up if I see sloppy paint. I'm gonna kick you out.
Mine does not have sloppy paint.
We can't tell because you're using a phone and it's a blur.
He's shooting this video on a potato.
Well, I blow your picture up. It's like I can't even tell because your picture is so grainy.
My copy does not have sloppy paint. Even the tattoos are printed on nicely.
I didn't say the green is sloppy. That's tampograph. That's not paint. The paint is sloppy. The green on top of the shirt is sloppy on every one they make.
It ain't on my copy. Maybe on the sleeve. Well, probably in the sleeves near the sleeves, like the bottom.
Sloppy paint.
A little bit, not too bad though.
Wait a minute.
I've seen worse.
He said mine don't have any sloppy paint.
I said it might not, or at
they
least
all do. It's just part of the manufacturing process.
It is. We know manufacturer stuff is not going to be perfect. Every figure's going to have a defect.
His classic look is what everybody wanted anyway.
Yeah, I mean this one is still cool though.
I like the new vest on the Viper too.
I thought it was more Captain America inspired.
The vest looks so much better. I like the colors too, the brighter colors. It matches the new Trooper redo the Troopers blue. So it's great for everybody. It's like again, these were like a Cobra Island originally, and then you got the 3-pack now, which you only got like 2 blue ones and 1 weird color one in the 3-pack.
Alpha, you are hilarious. You did not buy it, so yours is not sloppy paint. That you know of.
We got some in-hand pictures of the Studio Series Galvatron, which is straight up reissue, repaint of the first one, the Kingdom and the Legacy. The cannon might be new, like the orange cannon. It seems like the tip looks a little different.
Get your Galvatron out. You can probably tell.
But the size-wise, with the new Studio Series Optimus, it looks really good because the Galvatron was taller than both Optimus and Megatron. So now you got a nice, since you can't really do a real G1 Optimus Megatron anymore for US market. So that's good face off there.
Mm-hmm.
I like the colors, but the thing with Galvatron, he's like different color in almost every scene he's in. So technically, the legacy is already the right Galvatron. This is the Baltimore TFCon exclusive. We get from Fans Hobbies, an Obsidian Commander, based on the Energon Optimus Prime. So we basically get like a Nemesis Energon Prime. So we'll be at the TFCon exclusive for the Chosen Prime. Omega Supreme pre-orders went back up. It's going to be exclusive to the Big Bad Toy Store, so people missed out the original Omega Supreme, so they can get it at the Big Bad Toy Store. Of course, you're going to pay like the late fee because now Titans are $200. When he came out, he was at $150. Now he's $200. We get clear pictures. What was revealed? We've already seen those. Galvatron. I do like that color purple.
Alpha's got a comment for you, Jared.
The time is about right to sue for the rights to manufacture a G1 Megatron again. Unfortunately, like the U.S. gun child safety regulations won't let you do it.
Yeah. Well, you got to go to third parties to buy that actor Megatron, which there are third parties out there who do really good Transformers.
We get some Memory Toys has got some more. They've done a redo on their ogres. The new ones are bigger. Got two different body types now. And these things look really good.
Alpha said the feds can kiss my.
The pose is funny on that one. Like, what you looking at? But these look cool. Like if you like like the World of Warcraft or like the fantasy stuff, these things look nice. They definitely look cool. Very cool looking figures. Various different styles, different armors, different head sculpts. I like them. And you see this new 1/6 scale Catwoman. I thought that was a picture of Michelle Pfeiffer when I first saw it.
They need to make that one 1-to-1 scale.
Yeah. I thought that was actually a picture of her when I first saw this picture. Then I realized.
It's a Hot Toys, ain't it?
Make it 1-to-1 scale and make it out of latex.
Is it a Hot Toys?
No.
Oh, it's a statue?
No, it's a figure.
Then what is it? I'm asking because
it's on the screen. If you had a computer, you could actually read what I have highlighted.
Hold on. Yeah, I see it. Okay. Yes, King, whatever. I saw it. That looks good. Matt's going to be having some wet dreams tonight, probably.
I will tell you, 1992, Batman Returns. As a young 15-year-old man.
Don't worry, I had the
same. Seeing Michelle Pfeiffer in patent leather, I was like, oh yeah.
We're supposed to be.
The only thing I liked about that movie, to be honest, because that's not a good movie.
Nah. We got these robot Muppets from Big
Sesame Street. Sesame Street, Elmo, Big Bird, Cookie Monster.
Cookie.
Cookie, me want cookie. And McFarlane's actually going to be doing Batman Returns wave of figures. So we'll see how those go with Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman, and stuff.
I don't know what this is, but it looks cool as hell. This armored warrior. Well, he's got his helmet on with the energy coming out of the eyes. This looks pretty sweet. There are 2 different versions. $75.
Set for Life, you have the best comment of the night. He said, "Uh-oh, Geek Fusion TV is getting articulate feelings in the pants."
Got movable eyes.
Like,
hopefully they got a system where you can actually like have move them at the same time. The ones where they like move independently. Once you move them the first time, you never get them right afterwards. Best when you have a tool that lets you hook into it at the same time where you move both eyes at the same time. I think I'm about to run out of stuff. We already looked at the these must be getting close to release because this is final product in packaging. Liefeld figures.
We talked about these 5 months ago, about 6 months ago, which they still look cool.
Yes, we talked about that when they were announced 5-6 months ago. That's why I said these are actual production figures.
I heard that. I heard you. I was just saying.
That's why I said they were getting close to release.
I heard you. I was just making a comment.
Yes, I understand. We talked about it when the initial announcement 5 or 6 months ago.
Okay, Dad, I heard you the first time.
Yeah, these are I like them. They're really good Lobo and Cable figures.
Yeah.
They're really. I mean, they did a good job. Nice new looks for Lobo and Cable.
Yep. That's exactly who they are too. That's his versions of Lobo and Cable.
Yep.
I mean, they couldn't have picked any better characters to do. So.
Well, this is a new one. Well, of course, they're all basically exclusive to Big Bad Toy Store, but this is a special one for Big Bad Toy Store. It's like a Nightshade unit Delta Red, now available.
You get either a vampire or you get Van, basically.
Yep. With
war paint. I pre-ordered this one.
It looks good.
Mm-hmm. The Great Pumpkin.
Naughty or Nice line from like their Santa Claus line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we missed about talking about this last week, but they're doing like the Agent Carter.
Yeah, we did this. It's cool.
Which Monkey in a Suit, and we got this one, Star Commander. Got a cowboy hat, cowboy astronaut. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a cowboy astronaut. Well, that's hip hop.
Matt's just zoned out. Look at him. I think it's.
I'm watching. I'm looking at the stuff Jared's showing. The hell?
Right. I think that's about all we got. And here you go, JB. Here's you like a.
Would you too like to fuck a bug?
Ugh.
Here's you get something to get confused about, JB.
Plastic Man, where are you?
You got a confused boner now.
Plastic Man, where are you? Where's my Plastic Man at? He might like it. Ugh.
It's a 3-0 figure.
All right, I got a couple things here real quick.
All right, I'm done.
So, leaked list of McFarlane figures coming out directly related to the Superman movie. Gives us some ideas of what's going to be going on in the movie. So we got a Superman with Krypto. We got a deluxe Lex Luthor with a baby kaiju. So I guess we're getting kaiju. Ultraman. We're getting a deluxe Ultraman. So there were rumors that Ultraman was going to be in this movie. Apparently he is. Regular Superman. We're getting a Metamorpho. So he's going to be in the movie too.
Yeah, that's been talk about.
Yeah. So this movie's going to be packed with. I don't know how they're putting all this in one movie. We're getting a Megafig Kaiju. So again, I don't know what's going on with the Kaiju. Is Lex Luthor growing Kaiju? I don't know. Metamorpho DC for DC Direct. We're getting a Superpowers Green Lantern Guy Gardner from the movie. These are all from the movie. We're getting a Superpowers Mr. Terrific from the movie. Then we've got one. It doesn't say whether this is Superpowers, but it's listed under the DC Direct stuff for Ultraman.
I think he uses the DC Direct for statues now.
Is that what it is? Maybe that's what it is. We're getting a Superpowers vehicle. Just says T-Craft. I'm assuming that's Mr. Terrific's ride. We're getting a Superpowers playset, Fortress of Solitude from the movie. So that actually sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we're getting some vinyl figures. Baby Joe. Don't know who that is. Baby Kaiju and Metamorpho. So, yeah. We're getting Ultraman, Kaiju, Metamorpho, Mr. Terrific, doofy-looking Guy Gardner, doofy-looking Hawk Girl. We're getting all kinds of crazy shit in this movie, so I don't know how this movie's going to flow together, but I guess we'll see when that happens. Next thing I got, this is my custom of the week that I found online that I wanted to show off. Somebody did a New 52 Joker with just 6-inch scale Marvel Legends parts. He used Hank Pym, mostly Hank Pym body. We've got the Hatut Zaraz arms with some gloves, and then a McFarlane head, which fits perfectly on a Marvel Legends body. This is just cool. It's a cool little custom, little throw together here for Joker. I like this one. I wanted to share this week.
Yeah.
So, I thought this dude did a good job.
He's got a really good comment about the McFarlane wave.
If Kaiju isn't Jimmy Olsen as a giant turtle, then I'm going to write it.
I found a really cool custom too this week too. Somebody made a Guyver.
That looks sweet.
Super Yeti Customs, and it looks really nice. I want Jazzwares doing all these different like anime lines now. It's like, let's get Guyver.
Yeah, that's a good custom. Somebody did a great job on that.
Yeah. It's Super Yeti Customs.
Jen said all the faces and costumes will be based on the movie then. How hard will they show for him? For the McFarlane wave.
I don't know. And then, JB, just so you know, I found somebody else who did a pretty cool Superman Reborn custom. I don't know who did this.
I see videos of that. That's pretty.
It looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think somebody did a pretty good job. I don't know. I don't know who this stranger is.
I think the cape's even removable.
It looks like it is too. I think somebody did a pretty good job. I think somebody's trying to outdo you there, JB.
Yeah, Jared. I know my video years ago.
I don't know who would have done this.
I looked up Superman Customs, and this was actually one of the videos that was like the third video searched. Was this one? I'm not kidding. You did a good job.
What body did you use on that?
Yeah,
it's actually a combination of like a wrestling and Marvel figures.
Because I saw the single jointed elbows.
The main torso was a Triple H, and the arms came off of like a Brock Lesnar or something like that. They're bigger, buffer arms.
Yeah.
The thighs down to the knees are the Triple H figure. The lower legs are from like a Hyperion type figure, and re-sculpted the lower boots from the Toxin figure. The original Toxin that's on the Hyperion mold, so because they're red.
You still have this custom, don't you?
No, I made this for my friend Hulk Smash.
Oh, okay.
It's in Canada right now.
That looks really good.
The emblem area, I used that, cut it out of styrene.
Mm-hmm. The magnets was a genius idea.
Yeah. So you can actually have it like where a lot of times they'll take us in a fight, the cape gets torn off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is cool custom.
Yeah.
Sweet.
But it's one of the things too, like it's like Mattel. It's like you had all these great bodies they could use to make figures, but they would never use the wrestling figures to make superhero figures. It's like you had a resource of great bodies. It's like back when the days like when Hasbro wasn't making any good figures, I'd use wrestling figures as my basis.
Yeah. Jen's got a comment for you, Jared.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a comment for you.
I got an imaginary Canadian friend. I have a few of those.
It looks good. It looks good.
Yeah.
But that's all I have. I just had those. So that was it. Look at that. 2 minutes to spare. We got through everything.
Yeah. And just for the heck of it, I pulled up This Week in Customs hashtag.
Oh, I like that shiny Superman. Where was it?
Where,
Scroll up. That dude. Yeah.
That's paid. That's
nice.
Yeah.
I like that metallic blue.
That's close to the Nicolas Cage Superman suit.
Mm.
By the way, did y'all see the leaked pictures that came out today of the Spider-Man New War costume for the show?
Nuh-uh. I haven't seen it.
I did. It looks good.
Yeah, they've revealed those today.
I want this released by Hasbro. The silk in her first costume.
They probably won't.
I know they won't do this one.
No, they're never doing that one.
The closest we got to showing any real skin was the Goblin Queen from the Hasbro.
Oh, it's a cool Cosmic Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. He's got the Todd McFarlane eyes.
Alrighty, I think that's gonna go all for the night. I'll let you escape with 1 minute to spare.
Mm-hmm.
One time you won't be late.
For once.
Well, everybody in the chat, thank you for coming out, hanging out with us tonight. It's always a pleasure. Definitely real and doesn't live in Canada. Talk about Canada.
Absolutely, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Canada's not a real place.
Wait a minute. What's Infusion?
I was trying to open up, pre-open my next chat, and I went into the wrong one.
All right. Or is the Geek Cat tomorrow night on the Geek Fusion channel? Or that way. That way.
Yep.
But anyway, we'll catch y'all next time. Have a good night.
Later, guys.
Later.
Ninja vanish.